I don't know if this is controversial. This is actually, to me, one of the biggest gaps as far as the 1 and 2 for each position. I have Steph Curry clearly better than Magic Johnson. Actually, the more I used to categorize, me personally, I used to have Jerry West categorized as a shooting guard for the longest until, I had to do my research. Shout out to the Hoops Talk podcast. You know what I'm saying? Jerry West is a point guard for the majority of his career. Now with that thought process, I think Jerry West is better than Magic Johnson. I'm gonna just say, I think Jerry West
wrap it up,
is a
y'all.
better basketball player than Magic Johnson. I think Jerry West is a better basketball player than Magic Johnson. Better score.
I just knew that's where you was
going.
Call the FBI.
Okay.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Yeah.
So you got Steph, Jerry, Magic, or is Magic even top 3?
This is because
I just want to wait.
I just want.
Okay, answer that, and then I have a question.
Real talk. So can you just give me your top 3 point guards all time?
Answer that. I might for real call in the Army Reserve.
No, I got
Army moving for you.
I got Steph, I got Jerry, and then I got Magic.
But Magic.
Okay. With that being said, because 47 seconds ago, you said all respect to Magic, top 10. Jerry West top 10 now?
That was for the clip. That was
so we trolling.
Oh, so Magic is
no. What I'm saying is I had to be respectful in PC, but now
Magic isn't actually
Magic is not a top 10 player. No.
Okay.
This is for the clip.
Okay.
Get it.
No, Magic's not a top 10
everybody
player.
In the comments, light him up. His name is Real Talk.
Okay? First and foremost,
find him on all platforms. Let me know how you feel about him saying that Magic's not top 10.
You can't give
I think you can give very simple logic for Jerry West being better than Magic. It's not that difficult.
I don't think that's far-fetched at all.
I'd like to hear it. I'd like to hear Jerry West being better than Magic. Go.
Jerry West is one of the best scorers in NBA history. He has some of the best playoff translation in NBA history. Don't just say buckets like that.
Yeah, it's the same reason why Michael Jordan's better than Magic Johnson. You don't get to bucket. No, it's the same reason.
Bucket.
That's not even close to the same thing because Jordan, we're going to talk about the other side of the basketball with Jordan.
Yeah, Jerry West is better than
No, y'all, hold on, y'all.
It's the same argument.
Y'all let Real Talk explain. Let Real Talk explain.
Yeah, go ahead, Real Talk. No, go ahead. I'm with you.
I don't want to be the Magic disrespect guy, but I guess I'm here now. Okay, look, I'm here.
Yeah, you put yourself here. You can't.
Jerry West is he's a better scorer. Again, he's one of the best scorers in NBA history, right? Yep. One of the best pull-up shooters ever. He has some of the best playoff translation ever. If you go look at his playoff numbers year after year after year, averaging 30 plus on really good efficiency for a guard. I think when he came into the league, along with Oscar Robertson, it wasn't normal for guards to be shooting around or near 50% from the field. He did that repeatedly throughout his career. He was also better than Magic Johnson defensively while still holding a lot of that offensive value in the playoffs and regular season settings. Maybe not to the extent of Magic Johnson, but again, being one of the best scorers of all time and one of the greatest shooters of all time holds a lot of value in and of itself. And then later on in his career, he also developed as a passer and playmaker as well as we got to the early 70s, late 60s. Around that time. So, in my opinion, I think Jerry West is a better basketball player than Magic Johnson. That is my opinion. The more and more that I go and look at these other players and watch them play, again, I've been watching some Magic Johnson, outstanding transition player, greatest passer, arguably in NBA history, without a doubt. Developed his game as a scorer, got a post game later on. Again, developed as a jump shooter also. But again, all around better basketball player. And to me, respectfully, if you put Jerry West with Kareem, do I think that Jerry West can stack up some rings too? Yes, I do. I believe that wholeheartedly. So I think that Jerry West is a better player than Magic Johnson.
So as a better basketball player, Jerry West, his ability to get buckets, his ability to make plays differently than Magic. makes him better, even though he did have Chamberlain when Chamberlain was still in his prime. And he wasn't able to get it done when he had Chamberlain. Also,
you say prime Chamberlain?
Yeah,
he won with Will. They won in 72.
Yeah, they did. He did win with Will.
Yeah, so I know one thing, real talk. I know Magic Johnson don't lose to Bill Russell year after year after year after year.
No,
especially with Will. I know that.
No, he doesn't. And but with him being a better basketball player, which I mean, I feel like there's some logic there. I mean, I don't think you give Magic Johnson enough credit as the basketball player that he is. I don't think you give Magic Johnson enough credit as the scorer that he was. The system that he played in, where the offense was ran through that big guy, the offense was ran when they played fast, where Magic was more of a passer who could score. When he played with James Worthy, when he played with Bob McAdoo, when he played with Jabbar. When he played with those guys, he was more of a distributor than he was a scorer, and then he became more of a scorer. I saw games where Magic did in the playoffs. He did go for 40. He did go for 30. He did go for 20 and 20 in playoff games. He did go for 20 and 20 in the regular season. He was doing all of that stuff while still winning games. Jerry West was doing that also, but as a bigger player, being able to get on the glass and rebound and speed the game up offensively. Magic Johnson was not the defender that Jerry West was. I won't argue that. But Magic Johnson was a good team defender. Because, I mean, to be able to get in the passing lane, to be able to rip guys in the passing lane, I think that holds a lot of value. Now, one-on-one, Magic having to stay in front of somebody, I think that you're asking way too much to do that. But the way that Magic affected the game all the way around, as a point guard, the way that Magic affected the game as a winner, being able, even though they called Jerry West Mr. Clutch, Magic Johnson was huge in the clutch. Magic Johnson was able to get things done way more than Jerry West was. And if I had to pick one of those two dudes, it was definitely Magic. I think he's.
What do you think? Do you think? And I'm not saying that Magic Johnson wasn't an elite playoff player himself, but I do want to who do you think is a better playoff performer between the two?
Who do I think a better playoff performer is between those two?
Mm-hmm.
I think Jerry West is a better scorer, but I think Magic Johnson played better in the playoffs than Jerry West did.
I'm watching 1969 Game 7 again right now, by the way, and Jerry West is going pretty ham. And Wilt Chamberlain just went out because of an injury, so one of the reasons they didn't finish
He just needed to sit down for a second. It's the same Jerry West. I mean, it's the same Chamberlain. I think he averaged 12 shots a game in that series. 12. That's it.
Why?
He averaged like 12 shots a game for the season. It's not like he drastically changed.
And why is that?
Because Wilt Chamberlain made it abundantly clear he wanted to be the most efficient scorer in the NBA. So he actively passed up shots that he thought he might have missed. It's very well documented when you listen to Wilt Chamberlain and his coaches around the time. They were very mad that Wilt Chamberlain wouldn't shoot the ball because Wilt Chamberlain, very conscious of his stats, actively chose to not take shots he deems missable because he wanted to lead the league in field goal percentage.
Which is interesting, Mars.
His coach that year, what's his name? Butch Van Bread or something. Him was very mad at Wilt Chamberlain. Very mad at Wilt Chamberlain because Wilt actively chose not to shoot the ball at times. He actively chose not to do that. It wasn't that they weren't giving him the ball. Wilt Chamberlain touched the ball on most possessions. He either chose to pass the ball or not shoot the ball.
4 straight possessions I've seen Jerry West score the ball without Wilt in the game, and they've scored it all.
It's very well documented that Wilt actively chose not to shoot the ball from time to time.
Also, Jerry West was just a better scorer. Wilt's been out of the game now for 2 minutes chill, and Jerry scored in every single possession and got into the free throw line on every possession. And
Jerry West was also a better scorer than Wilt by this point, so there's nothing wrong with it.
Which is kind of interesting, too, that the both of you say that, because why was he playing then? I mean, if this guy was
he was the second best defender in the league. He was the second best defender in the league. That's why. Amazing rebounder, really good passer.
Yeah. But won't shoot the basketball. So
no, he did shoot the ball. He just chose not to shoot the ball if he thought he could miss. Very well documented. But he was still a top 5 player on the planet. You still play him. But he had him and his coach that year. Very well documented beef.
Him and Brand Wilt knocked it along.
Wilt lost the step, and then they were talking about, Wilt can't score. And then Wilt heard that and then decided to score like 40 for like 4 straight games to show he could still score. And then went back to not shooting again. Wilt was very conscious of what people's opinions of him, and Wilt was very conscious of his stats. That's not a knock on Wilt or whatever. It's just the reality of the situation. When people said Wilt didn't pass, he said, "Okay, I'm going to lead the league in assists. Hey, you guys, if I pass you the ball, shoot, don't dribble. I need to get assists." That's what his teammates in Philly said.
Hey, by the way, it's 1-on-3, 1-on-2. Jerry West has scored in every possession but one, and the one that just bricked it to put him up one right now was actually
Swiper. Why don't you bring? Well, so Swiper in 1980.
I'm still going because I
No,
want to remember what
Swiper, because you are nasty as hell.
Because you said he didn't get it done. I wanted to watch Game 7 again.
I understand
remember
why
what
Real
happened.
Talk jumps on you. So bring up when Magic.
There's no Real Talk jump. You said he didn't get it done. I'm looking at it right now.
So bring up the game because you make me sick with this shit.
There's
Bring up
nothing
the
to
game in
you say you didn't get
1991
done. I'm
in the
looking at the
playoffs.
context.
Bring up the game in 1991 in the playoffs when they played against the Warriors and he had 40. Bring up that game.
No. I'm not contending the Magic Johnson.
Bring that game up.
You said he didn't get it
all
done.
the time, man.
So I wanted to remember what Jerry West did in the 1969 finals. There's nothing to make you nuts. We
already know how good Jerry West was.
No, you're screaming because you don't like that I'm looking into information about your point. You said he didn't get it done.
Because it's nonsense. That's
you
why.
said no, hold on, y'all.
It's nonsense that Jerry West was playing well down the stretch against him.
Yeah, you don't get to do this. You don't get to do this. Chill. You don't get to do this. You just said he didn't get it done, so I wanted to look back into 1969 to figure out what happened. I'm just looking at.
You're looking at Game 7.
So this would have been their second ring, though. Is what I'm saying.
No,
yeah, but I'm saying, there's a reason why Jerry West won Finals MVP. Bro. He was hooping. Okay. Yeah, he was hooping. He was hooping, but I'm saying that wasn't his only year.
This would have been their first one. I'm saying this would have been their. I think they would have won two. They would have won this one. They won the next one. I'm saying I'm looking to see what happened down the stretch of the series. I'm saying Jerry's playing well. There's no Wilt. And this is Game 7. It's like the end of the game, fourth quarter, 103-102. Wilt's still not in the game. Elgin Baylor just bricked. So I'm trying to figure out what he didn't do that you didn't like to say he didn't get the job done. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm not dismissing Magic. Magic was also really good.
But Swiper, there was 8 other years.
You did say that, though.
It's not just that year. It's 8 other years. And
yeah, but he's performing at an extremely high level all the other years.
I'm saying, how are we blaming Jerry for this?
In Jerry West's finals career, his first ever finals, he lost in Game 7 to Boston. He averaged 31 points per game. The next year, he lost in the finals again to Boston. He averaged 30 points per game. The next time he was in the finals in 65, he averaged 34 points per game and lost to Boston. The next time he was in the finals, he averaged 34 points per game and lost to Boston. The next time he was in the finals, he averaged 31 points per game and lost to Boston. The Game 7 that Swiper's talking about in 69, he averaged 38 points per game and lost to Boston. The next time he was in the finals, he averaged 31 points per game and lost to the Knicks in Game 7. Then the next time he was in the finals, the time he finally won, we're at the end of Jerry West's career now. Last 2 seasons, he wins the finals for the first time of his career. He averages 20 points and 9 assists. And then the next time he's in the finals in 1973, they lose to the Knicks again. He averages 21 a game. Jerry West, for his career, averages 30 in the finals. He has one of the highest final scoring averages ever. He's one of the best guard defenders ever. He's one of the best playmakers of the era. Jerry West played well.
He just got to stop. He just got to stop. He just got a charge call on defense and going back down to shoot more free throws. So we're back.
What I'm saying
back in the situation.
If Jerry was this great, then why wasn't they winning?
Wilt Chamberlain's not playing. I'm literally watching it.
Before you guys
Wilt Chamberlain is literally not playing
because my goat couldn't be beat. That's why my goat could not be beat. That's the reason why they weren't winning. Because my goat could not lose. My goat could not lose. And why I'm not giving Jerry this pass? It's because yes, we brought up.
It's not a pass. It's acknowledging that my goat couldn't lose. It's not a pass.
Here's also my goat couldn't lose. Yes, he had Wilt, but he also had another Hall of Famer over there.
Elgin's missing everything. I'm watching. Elgin's not doing anything.
Did he have my goat on his team? Did he have my goat on his team? Was Bill Russell on his team? He had my goat. Wilt.
Bill Russell not doing anything right now. He's rebounding out the wazoo right now.
This is retirement, Bill Russell. He's too busy coaching.
Hold on. Elgin Baylor hasn't done anything. He literally is not doing anything. He's floating right now.
What year is it?
This is
69.
This is bad. This is non-game.
Elgin. Elgin Baylor had already slowed down.
But I'm not. Hold on,
Ron. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the seasons where Elgin Baylor averaged 34.
I know, but Ron, just to give you the context, though, there's no Wilt. He just went out with an injury. He's still out. Elgin, to your point, is not the same Elgin. He's not doing anything. The only person that scored is Jerry West, and he's missed 2 baskets, made 4 others, and went to the free throw line 2 more times, and had a defensive stop. So I'm trying to figure out what else is he supposed to do. He's doing everything right now, but there's Elgin's there, like he's just sitting there, brick, and then he's floating on the other end. I'm like, what else you want him to do?
Jerry West was like that. I don't know. I don't think it's crazy to say Jerry West is better than Magic or Steph.
Jerry West is better than Magic. So Jerry West is a top 10 player all time.
I don't see a problem with having Jerry West in the top 10. I don't see a problem with saying Jerry West is a top 10 player ever. I don't see the problem.
Magic is outside of my top 10 now. Jerry West is.
He doesn't need to be out of yours. You're not real talk.
You just convinced me, real talk. You got it.
He's got real talk. He's going to do the thing where he's going to say you pushed him to say this when you didn't push him to say this. That's what I mean.
No, he didn't. No. Whoa.
Real talk. Need to put Jerry West in the top 10. That's what he's going to do. The same thing he did to me in the Clippers. The same thing.
What? You didn't push me to do anything.
It's like I didn't push you to do anything on the Clippers. Okay.
Yes, you did. You 100%.
No, I didn't.
Anyway, real talk. Jerry West, the top 10 player all time. There it is. He better than Kobe too.
Well,
that was unnecessary. That was unnecessary.
That was
well, Kobe's not in his top 10, so if real talk,
Kobe outside. That's what we're doing. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I think away from Chill doing whatever he's doing right now, I think Jerry West has a very valid claim to be a top 10 player. That doesn't mean I think he is or he isn't. He has a very valid claim to be a top 10 player. He's one of the best guard defenders ever. Yeah, one of the most impactful defenders. Amazing in the passing lanes. It's really unfortunate that for a lot of these 60s guys, steals and blocks weren't tracked. Because Jerry West is racking up steals like crazy in the 60s. Like you watch games, he's going to get 4 or 5 steals. He's going to get a couple blocks. Like he's one of the best defenders in the league at his position. Then offensively, he's one of the best offensive players in the league for about a decade. He's one of the best scorers. He becomes one of the best passers as well. He's probably the best ball handler in the league, him or Oscar Robertson. Like he's doing all of these things while being able to play off the ball. He's able to come off screens, come off his big in the post and get hit nice jump shots, whether that's from the elbow, whatever. He's also hitting threes from deep range. Like the 3-point line didn't exist, so you don't see the benefit of Jerry West having extreme range. But he could hit threes from 22, 23, 24 feet. Just didn't count as a three. He could knock down free throws, and then. Like there wasn't really a hole in Jerry West's game. There wasn't nothing he couldn't do.
It was cold.
There was nothing he couldn't do, and then he performed in the playoffs as well. So he performed in the playoffs. He had no flaws in his game. He elevated his game in the playoffs. He elevated his game in the clutch. But because he didn't win a bunch of championships, and the reason he didn't win a bunch of championships is because the greatest dynasty to ever existed at the time in which he was playing. Yet somehow we're going to blame Jerry West for the fact that he wasn't able to win a bunch of championships. I don't think that's fair. Jerry West was amazing. Do I think he's top 10? Maybe, maybe not. I'll find out in 3 weeks where I think Jerry West ranks. But I think Jerry West has not only a claim to be better than Magic Johnson.
Everything that you just said about Jerry West, you said it about Magic. Everything, with the exception.
That's why I said I think he has a claim. I'm not saying Jerry West is better than Magic. I'm saying I think he has a claim. I think you could make a very coherent argument.
Say Magic Johnson
Jerry West is the best point guard ever. If someone came to me and said, I think Jerry West is the best point guard ever, and they gave me all of the reasons I've just laid out, I think they have a very valid claim to say that. I don't think it's crazy to say Jerry West is the best point guard ever. Not just better than Magic, better than Steph too. I real talk got Steph. That's fine. I think Jerry West has a very valid claim to that throne. I think that's fair. I don't think that's ridiculous to say he's the best point guard ever. I just don't. I think he's that amazing.
Because from a basketball standpoint, that's where you are with it. As a basketball player, you don't value what I value, which is the same thing that other people value. Then that's fine. With that being said, go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry.
What you said? Thinking other.
No. Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead, Ron.
No. Well, you.
By the way, I got Jerry below.
I'm out on this.
I'm
out on this because
I don't have Jerry West about Magic either. That's only real talk.
I don't agree with real talk for what it's worth. I don't have Jerry above Magic.
Y'all do. I'm sitting there.
That's
not why I engage in the conversation.
No, do this. I say it's a valid claim. That does not mean I agree with the claim. That does not mean I agree with the claim. Me saying someone has a valid claim to something. Me saying yes, I have. I've praised Jerry West on the point guard episode I did on my podcast. I spoke about Jerry West in very high fashion. But anyone who watched that, I had Jerry West number 3. I had Jerry West number 3. I had Jerry West number 3.
My point is Real Talk comes up here with this Jerry West shit, which I've never heard this about Jerry West, but Real Talk comes up here with this Jerry West shit, and none of us have ever talked about Jerry West this high.
And that's a mistake.
Real Talk has an agenda though, like not a bad. I'm not saying like a bad agenda, but I'm saying you're trying to educate people about Magic Johnson.
I've been praising Jerry West. I've been praising Jerry West for years. In the time I've been saying Jerry West was the best scorer in the 60s. I said that. I said I think he was a better scorer than Wilt Chamberlain. Mr. 50. Yeah, what you listen to me is not relevant. Yeah, that's fine. What you don't hear doesn't change what I've been saying. It's documented. I've said it. I've
never heard you say he was a better scorer.
I've said it all the time. I've said many times on Open Gym, on the panel. I say it all the time. Anyone who's been listening to me for 3 years, I've said many times, whether it's on Open Gym or on the panel, I think Jerry West was the best scorer of the 60s. I've said that many times. Whether or not you heard me doesn't change that I've said it. But that's fine. Yeah. Anyone who's been listening to me for a few years has heard me say that. I've said that routinely. I've been very high on Jerry West for a very long time. Do I think he's better than Magic? No. Do I think he's better than Steph? No. Do I think he has a claim to be over those two? Yes. I think there's an argument to be made, and I think Real Talk made the argument that Jerry West is over Magic. Do I agree with the argument? No, because I have Jerry West number 3. I had Steph 1, Magic 2, Jerry 3. But just because I have Jerry 3 does not mean I don't think there's a claim that he has to be number 1. It's not a LeBron, Bird, KD situation where clearly number 1 is LeBron and everyone else is battling for second. I don't view it that way. I think there's a very valid claim. I could even make the argument for Oscar Robertson. I don't agree with the argument, but I can make the argument for Oscar Robertson too. I think both of them are just drastically underrated. Both of them are majorly underrated. But don't put it on me that I've never spoke of Jerry West glowingly. I've been a Jerry West support. 60s, I've been raving about. I've been praising the 60s as long as I've been up here. I've been praising the 60s. Oscar Robertson, Jerry West.
Jerry West as a bucket getter like
Bill
that.
Russell.
I'm
You have.
And
Bill Russell, yeah.
And for the record, I do listen to you, Mars. Even when we're not up here, I listen to you. I just never heard you talk about Jerry West like that.
That's fine.
I had Jerry West at 17 before I came on PC.
I've never heard you say he was a better scorer than Oscar. I never heard you say he was a better scorer than Chamberlain. I just never heard you. That's not to say you ain't never say that.
Yeah,
that's not.
You don't hear everything I've said. I don't hear everything you've said. Like I'm not. I'm just saying. I've been saying these things for a long time.
And by the way, people in the chat that are talking about leave Chill alone, like blah blah blah, like Chill's a grown man, and he is in this business for himself.
Yes,
he's no. He's great
None
at
of these
this
dudes
himself.
are making me.
He's great at this in his own right. He doesn't need anybody to come to his defense. Chill is going to disagree with people. Mar disagrees with people. Real talk. Y'all don't do that to Real Talk when he gets baked. Y'all definitely don't do it to me when I get jumped off the nugget.
It doesn't happen.
Anyway. All I'm saying is that y'all don't need to come out here and protect Chill like he's a child just because y'all like him because he's y'all's unk or something like that. He can stand on his own too. Let him do what he do. Like, golly, he don't need to be saved from nothing. If I disagree with him, I'm gonna disagree with him. My whole point, Chill, was that I felt it was unfair what you said about Jerry not getting it done. That was my only pushback. I don't think Magic is worse than Jerry either. I've never made that argument, and I'm not going to make that argument probably. I'm not open to it, but I agree that Magic is a better overall basketball player. But it's an open debate. But goodness gracious, like golly,
I think. All right, y'all. We got to get to these super chats. Real talk. We got a gang of them. Appreciate everybody that sent these through.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. Yeah, the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.